Move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Wow!
Hey, Slam! My thingy's bigger than your whole boat.
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute. This is the podcast where we destroy everything in sight except for a gopher 1 minute at a time. My name is Tom Taylor. The other guy's name is Mike DeMaria. Welcome, Mike.
Oh, hello. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, totally. And this other guy is Dan Lewis.
Hello, Frisco. Hello. I don't know why I always do Rip Taylor, but
It's hard not to do.
yeah.
Why say hello when you can say hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It sounds nice, you know.
it does. Smooth. This is minute 94. 94.
Yeah.
Now, if I say 94 and then repeat myself, do either of you guys know why I do that? Caddyshack minute 94. 94. No? You're not nerds enough.
I don't know that. No, I don't know the reference there. What is it?
Ben Kenobi, when Han Solo tells him that he's going to give him a ride to Alderaan, Docking Bay 94. 94. He repeats
That
it,
is a
so-
stat. I thought that's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
I'm not going to argue with you, but I love it. 94, I'll just do the bookends now before we get into something about, that lost pair of underwear from third grade or something. 94 begins with the gopher running to escape from massive explosions, and it ends with Carl skulking away from all the destruction he has caused.
Yeah, I think pretty similar to the way he skulks off when Bishop Pickering...
What's happening in the background?
Yeah. Mike, what's going on? Are you trying to open a can of a jar of pickles?
No, I'd do anything.
What was that sound, though?
What are you talking about?
I heard something.
It's like somebody struggling.
Yeah, seen hollering something.
You have someone trapped in the
know.
trunk of your car?
I don't care if the team is struggling. What's that from? I want to kiss you.
That's
What's
what
that
Joe
from?
Theismann.
Yeah. No, you're almost there. Joe.
Joe
Namath.
Broadway
Joe
Joe,
Namath,
yeah.
not Joe Namath, not Joe Theismann. I'm sorry. It's when he's super
Some
drunk
Monday-
and talking to that interviewer, the woman who's
Yeah,
interviewing
it's
him.
on Monday
wanna
Night Football.
kiss you.
She goes, the team is, because he was working for the Jets, like in the front office, and they're like, there's something she asked about the team struggling. He goes, I don't care if the team is struggling.
Right, he's all drunk, he's lit up. I just
wanna
want to
kiss
kiss
you.
you.
And she
Oh.
goes, thanks, Joe.
Creepy. She tries her best to keep it going, but it just...
I'm a pro, Joe.
No, and then the cameraman just cuts it immediately because he knows what's going on. I don't care if the
cameraman was
team
fired
is
the next day.
struggling. All right, let's go.
Struggling.
Struggling.
Dan had a thought. Dan was saying something before something bizarre happened. No?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I feel like we
All
should
right.
just start this whole stupid minute over.
Okay.
I don't care if the minute is struggling. No, I started with the stupid Rip Taylor thing again, which I hate.
Oh, really?
you
You
know,
weren't
you-
ready?
I'm not,
and you just kind of
I'm
snuck
pissed
up
that I
on you?
didn't have anything that I'm,
No,
Oh, look.
there's nothing to
We got
hate about
thousands
that.
of minutes left in this movie. You'll come up with something cool. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
but by thousands you mean like two.
Yeah, like a handful.
right,
Like a Django Reinhardt handful.
right.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We're rounding third here.
Really? That sounds like you mean that things are getting to the bitter end or something.
Kind of, yeah. Mike is on the yawning phase of the thing.
Yeah. Well, let me ask a question. I'm going to ask a solid, concrete question about the minute that we're talking about of this movie.
Yes.
Does somebody yell, "It's a birdie"?
Yeah. Supposedly it's...
That's what, Mike?
That's what. No, Lou Loomis screams something when the ball goes down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it sounds
It's a
something
birdie. Oh, yeah. There it is, yeah.
But it comes after he throws his hands in the air and his mouth doesn't move.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
make any
noticed that
sense.
minutes before we started recording.
I never really
I was
noticed
watching the
it.
minute one more time.
Because he just raises
It's
his
very
hands in the air and he looks excited. And then you just like, you hear, it's a birdie!
It's a bird! It's a bird!
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one.
And by the way, that is not in any way a birdie, right? Do I know what a birdie is?
Well, birdie is. We don't. There's no way for us to know if it's a birdie, because a birdie
I
is.
guess
that's
that's
what
true.
you know.
Birdie means that you shot better than one. But one
got it in
better
two,
than par.
right? Oh, okay.
So it's a par 4 hole. If it's let me put it in terms you can understand. If it's a par
Okay.
4 trivia card, and you answer all 4 questions in 3 questions, that doesn't make sense. But if it's a 4-stroke hole and you get it in 3 strokes, that's a birdie.
Okay.
I love how in minute
when you said you were gonna do it
95
in
or whatever, this is what you're learning about golf, basic golf.
When you said that it was terms that I wasn't going to understand, I thought you were going to say, like, yeah, it's not like when Gold Leader makes his run on the Death Star and it just impacts on the surface. It's more
shut
like
up.
when Luke
Oh, God.
takes his run and it goes right in. But that would be a hole-in-one or something, I would think. So then I'm glad you did it your way, because I would have been even more confused then.
Right.
Star Wars doesn't always help.
I'm not gonna
what I'm trying to
fall for this nerd agenda. Where you're trying to
I'm
make
gonna-
everybody else a
I'm
nerd.
sucking you into my nerd vortex.
You're trying to make my kids nerds.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
It's a
It's an
choice.
awful,
They're born
awful choice.
nerd. You were born a
Overcome.
nerd, but that doesn't mean they.
Nerds given to homosexuality.
What else
should
Yeah,
have
have
Mr. Show. What?
I should be working right now, not listening to this crap.
No, you got a 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sunday. Oh, we should pretend that it's a few days later. So, how'd your thing
No.
on Sunday go?
No,
Last
it's not.
time you were telling us about Sunday, you had to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
No, I got a board of trustees meeting. I got to give a presentation. So this is how it usually is. I just bank on the way it's going to be, like the setup in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like, okay, so sometimes it's set up in a, it's like almost you're at a Senate hearing where you have to sit behind the microphone and give your updates.
Oh, wow.
So I'm banking on that happening.
Not to my knowledge, not to my recollection, Senator.
Where you cover the thing and lean over to the guy next to you.
Yeah.
I'd rather not. No, I got a presentation and I got my deck with the notes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna, and I'm not really looking at it right now. I should be looking at it because I'm just banking on the fact that I'm gonna be sitting down with the microphone. I'll just have my notes in front of me.
Right.
But sometimes then you have to stand up in front. If you stand up in front in free form, I'm completely fucked.
Yeah.
Usually I'm half and half, so I could wing it. But this one, it's like I got to do the notes. So I'm just in the back of my head, I'm okay thinking it's just gonna be, I'll be sitting down. And if I go in there and it's like, oh shit, there's no presenter seat right there, I got to go in the front. Yeah, I'm done.
Wow.
This is
write stuff on cards.
Yeah. No, I'll just go up there with the
Start reading?
notes. Yeah, I don't know. Be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me.
Since the days of the first wooden ships,
No.
captains have had the privilege of... Oh, whoops, I got the wrong card, sorry.
That's my kid's homework. Write this down. Oh shit. It's just, oh.
Oh, jeez. Well, Dan
show
and I are
mys-
happy to be messing
I'll
with
show
you
myself out.
tomorrow. No way, here we go.
Oh, come on, Gordon Jump. We haven't talked about Gordon Jump in a while.
Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, Gordon Jump.
We used to bring him up every episode.
Yeah, we talked
It
about
was hard to shake that
Gordon
after a
Jump
while.
poster that Tom had on his wall. And
Yeah,
Johnny
you
Fever.
wish.
Yep.
I did have... the only thing that's true is I did have Lonnie Anderson. Yeah, that was goofy enough. Lonnie Anderson was a weird...
It's a weird...
Like, schoolboy crush to
It
have.
really is a weird one. It's like a really...
Especially since I'm more of a Bailey man myself.
It's like you had the same crush as a middle-aged man who maybe lives at a very nice trailer park home.
I'm
I don't
lusting
know.
after my dad's secretary.
Yeah.
I hope my wife doesn't find out.
She always looked a little
right,
strange to me. I always felt like... I feel like this is going to be offensive somehow. I don't know. Just
Go ahead.
Well,
we
I
can
just,
edit around it.
to objectify women this way. I felt like she's a look that, like Jessica Simpson also has. It's a bit of a mannish, blocky sort of look. That's probably not the right. Cut that out.
You're not making any friends here.
I will cut it out, but we'll make it sound like you said something much, much worse.
Yeah, that's
making
the problem.
friends.
That's the big red box from that Todd Solondz movie.
Yeah, you're making friends faster on here, John, aren't you? What movie's that from? What movie? What movie?
It's Stripes.
Yeah. Thanks a
I know
lot,
that 'cause you
Winger.
said that, I think, 20 episodes ago.
Thanks a lot, Winger.
But we're
Thanks a
willing
lot.
to try.
Yeah, nice going, asshole. And then they, but what they did is, I videotaped it off of TV, so you see his mouth say asshole, and he goes, "Thanks a lot, jerk."
Sure.
Watch you jerk.
Like,
No, because that's what they dubbed in,
Right.
for TV.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm getting at?
Yeah. It figures.
we talked about Pallies, right? Didn't we? For good.
Pallies.
Pallies?
Like the Mr. Show did a sketch called Pallies, which is like it's like Goodfellas, but it's like we was a bunch of
Yeah.
Pallies, and then but it's like the TV version of Goodfellas, so like they dub in like when he's like stands up really mad, like he's obviously swearing, and it says "Mother, Father, Chinese Dentist," like that's what they obviously like. You can hear that they dubbed it in. He goes, "Mother, Father,
Yeah.
Chinese Dentist."
Bill Bang.
And then Pallies, they had another joke where it goes, you remember they had that Johnny 2 times or whatever? And he goes, "I'm going to go
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
papers, right? Because he always said everything 2 times.
Yeah.
Where they're burying that dead body of that guy in that red light, and they're like burying him in the back of the
Yeah.
car. And he goes, and then there was Joey 1 time, so he only ever said things 1 time. And he goes, "Boy, this smells." And the guy goes, "What?" And he goes, and he just stares at him. I love that so much. We was a bunch of Pallies.
Mr. Show.
Oh, my God.
Definitely worth checking
Mr.
out.
Show.
Link to it.
Oh, hey, by the way, it turns out the ball went in.
Oh, the ball
Danny
did go
actually
in.
did make the
Now,
hole.
was it? No. Was it a? I'm dying. Was it 10 seconds? That's the question.
Well, yeah,
According to
that's-
movie time, I think it's almost a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like well over 10 seconds, but that could be editing and stuff messing with time. Who knows? Everyone seems to accept it as the gospel truth that the ball went in and it counted.
Oh.
And there's that weird exchange between Danny and Ty, where Danny seems to have, I don't know, gone bananas. He's just like he's ridiculously beside himself and all googly-eyed and demonstrating that a ball goes down into a hole and like pointing down. He's like deliriously happy,
Yeah.
and it's very awkward and it kind of drives me.
Are they
nuts
calling
sometimes.
back to something that happened earlier in the movie that I missed?
No, yeah, you're right. It seems like an in joke that he's calling back that we never heard.
Yeah.
because we're not cool enough to
It's
hang
like,
out with
you
them.
know, in the
Right,
hole, like
like
we
down
talked
in the
about,
hole.
like we had, like we shared.
Lay him down and smack him.
Shit.
Cole got to be.
Cold.
My friend can do that whole speech from.
Yeah.
I got a friend who can do this. Who can do the whole part from the jive talking
Yeah.
from Airplane,
Airplane.
and it's friggin' hilarious because he can do the whole thing, and just
Have I already declared that might be the funniest
It's-
scene of any movie ever?
it's so funny. Okay.
It's funny on about a dozen levels.
Yeah, it's so, and
at
every
once.
time he did it, I would just double over. Like it would be like, well, no, he wouldn't always do it. It'd be very rare that he would do it, but he would. Once in a while, he'd go, no, blah, 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 and he'd just go bust into it, and it would just be so funny. And I would double over, and then he decided one day, he's like, I don't do that anymore, and I was like, why? Why not? And he said, I think it's because he feels it's offensive to do it. And I
Oh,
was like,
man.
oh,
But
man,
is it-
come
it's- it
on. It's
becomes
just it's
offensive
an old
not to do
movie.
it.
Everybody knows you're not a racist. It's just an old movie, and
Yeah.
he won't do it.
I would argue that wasn't racist then in that movie.
Yeah, well, right. I don't know if it is or isn't. I'm just saying, like, it's just an old movie. Everybody likes that scene. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
There's this idea. Yeah,
Right.
I'm with you. It's not really racist. It's actually making something ridiculous out of that. There would be this whole language called jive. That it's another language. That it's like white
Right,
people's
yeah.
perception of the way that black people
Yeah.
talk. It's not really.
That it would require subtitles.
Yeah, that's all. That's really what it's making fun of, I think.
Be right back on the rebound with medicine.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always liked that so much. And then I think he did it once more for me, though. I won't say his name. He probably
Aw.
when I think we were out drinking one night. He did it one more time for me, just to like. He
see,
knew
then he
nobody
is a
was
racist.
listening, and he leans over to me, and he goes, "Coming back with the Mets side. Or drag through fish, drag through the garden." Yeah, right.
Go to the pro slip.
It's so funny. It's a genius idea. It really is.
That really
Yeah.
is.
That's it.
Yeah. Barbara Billingsley shows up. She speaks jive.
Yeah, that's the greatest. Excuse me, stewardess. I speak jive.
I speak jive.
Oh my god.
It's funny that it's Beaver Cleaver's mom. It's funny that she speaks jive.
Yeah.
It's funny that she actually speaks jive. And they get pissed at each other.
Yeah.
And the jive is subtitled.
Absolutely everything about it is
Oh my
funny.
God.
Everything.
I never understood as a kid watching that movie is why were eggs coming out of the woman's mouth?
I think that may be a reference to a movie that I don't know.
Well, there is like that. Nah, never mind. I don't know. Well, it's like I was gonna say it's like a magic trick goofy thing that he kind of like Leslie Nielsen sort of does that kind of hand thing. Like
Yeah, like
doing
he's
a magic
palming.
trick and he pulls
Yeah,
another
he's
one.
palming an egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe just from that, I think that it's like a known standard magic trick. But maybe, yeah, I don't. I
I'm
have no
sorry
idea
to go
where that
back
comes
to this,
from.
but did we ever figure out what the spear was about? The spear that
Oh, thank you for saying that because I was thinking
did
about that.
somebody maybe chimed in on this in the listener's hole where they're talking and then suddenly this like spear just comes and sticks into the wall.
Yeah.
No, that
He says-
was,
that,
No,
says that was a
part
long
of,
time ago.
No. It was like remember the old Police Squad,
Yeah.
the TV show. And it's just absurdist. It's just things that are happening that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
That was the whole
But
point.
what's weird
of
about that is nothing else in the movie is like that. Everything else in the movie is like kind of spot on and like, you know,
Yeah.
makes a kind of pun sense or
I don't
something
know.
else.
I don't know. I just always saw that as absurdist, like a Boonwell film,
All right.
like an Ionesco play, like a Jackson Pollock painting. What else? What am I
Yeah.
missing?
That's about it.
It wasn't decadent like a Beardsley etching.
Right.
It was more absurdist, like an Ionesco play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting at.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not decadent. It wasn't decadent like the decadent artists. It was absurdist, like the absurdists. See what I'm saying? See what I'm getting at? Look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Oh,
A
You-
quick
Get
Google search only shows that I'm not the only one confused by
a
this.
quick Google search
Look it up.
confirms that Mike is pretentious. That was a lot of references to keep
a
up
quick
with.
Google search shows the libraries
Yeah,
are
because
dead.
even in my randomness and goofiness, I just gave you a lesson on both the absurdist artists and the decadents.
Right. A person could pay
Did you catch
$17,000 for what Mike just did in about
Yeah,
15
to get the
seconds.
education.
Sucker.
Yeah, and everything I just spouted was what I learned from the senior seminar class, where the teacher said to me, because my whole job for this semester is to make you well-rounded, so when you go to a cocktail party, you know a little bit to say about every piece of art. So you can talk about the absurdists. We can talk about we're gonna read "Inherit the Wind." We'll give you a couple sentences to say on that. Then we're gonna move quickly to some music. We'll move through some nice pieces, you know, and you'll learn these. And so just when you're approaching a cocktail party, they'll say that guy over there is smart.
Stay away from him. He's insufferable.
So senior seminar.
Well, that's beautiful. I'm happy for you. I'm so glad
Look
you're
it up.
finally smart.
Look it up.
Look it
Look
up.
it up. Look it up. You want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
I was just quoting Bob Einstein. Go ahead.
Ah, shit. What? What do you mean, go ahead?
I'm just
I got
saying, go
nothing.
ahead. Let's go. Let's keep moving.
All right. Somebody say something.
You want a story?
The walls are closing in around us. Somebody say something.
You want a story?
Oh,
All right. So it's probably, I think it was the third year. Wait, I got to do the math here for a second. So first year, second year. Okay, second year at St. Leo, right? Right,
Yeah.
Dan? I decided to move off campus because I just said, what's the dumbest move I can make? I'm going to move off campus. Where
You're challenging yourself. I like that.
Yeah, where they take the meal card away from you, right?
right,
You got to make your own scratch now.
right.
So I got an apartment with two of my friends, and the landlord's name was Clarence Bass. Right. This is Central Florida.
Right.
And his wife's name was Sue Bass.
Okay, right.
But we should just
I
call her.
don't suppose she was Chilean by any chance. Okay.
No, Chilean Sue Bass. No, but we used to call her. We just refer to her. We would just refer to her as Soup Ass.
Soup Ass. Yeah, right. Sure.
Yes, Soup Ass. So I got a job. I needed to make. I got it. So all of a sudden now, I decided to start the clock on my adult a little early by moving off campus.
Get the clock going early.
You're a man.
Right. You get that work clock. So instead of just staying there in the dorms on the meal plan, I just decided to go off campus. So all of a sudden I got to start making some money. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this job at this like industrial park off of San Antonio, Florida, working for this guy named Cash, who the whole job was I'd sit there and they would rent phones out to office buildings, and then when the phones came back after the phones would all have the stickers on them for the numbers that they would have to remember. So my job is I'd sit around with a bunch of these like housewives from San Antonio, Florida, and spray this goop be gone stuff on the phones, and scrape them off with a toothbrush. So I'd sit there at this round table and do that, and until my throat started to hurt from the spray, and then I'd leave. I couldn't take it anymore. So that's the setting for this. This is pre meat department. When I was working in the meat department. This is before that. This is my first foray into the. But anyways, we rented this duplex, like a one-level duplex, where one apartment in the front, one in the back. We had the one in the back, right? And the guy in the front was this African American mailman, nice guy. I'd always say hello to him and whatnot. So one night we're in our back end of the duplex, and where our living room wall was like the wall that would divide the two. And we had some we were intoxicated that night. I think we had some local something that that grows on things, and the
one thing around there you don't want to do is go local with anything.
Yeah, well, we used to go local. There was this. You remember Kenny, right?
Yeah. No,
Dan,
I don't remember Kenny.
All right, well, you don't remember Kenny. Kenny was the guy that could get you things. He was like Red and Shawshank. He's the guy that gets you things. But he was the guy that would go pick the local fungus to make the tea with, right? So we had it this one night, right? See what I'm going with this? I'm trying to keep it.
I think so, but I mean, it's very obvious what's going on here. You're talking about psilocybin mushrooms.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah. But I'm extremely tired. I'm extremely tired right now, so I'm.
All right,
drifting.
let him go, Tom.
So this is gonna get good. So we had a little bit of this one night. The guy in the front room starts. Him and his wife and some family members just start having this knockout, just brawl fight. It was like the scene from The Killer's Kiss when they're in the mannequin factory, right, fighting. And you just hear like things crashing, and it's just like the people who were doing the audio for the movie were just smashing things around and going just breaking things. That's what was going on in there. And people started coming from, the family members started coming over. Because I guess people, and the fight was growing. And we're all on this, and I'm like, we're all inebriated, right? So it became like this freaky thing. People are breaking things. More people are coming over, and it just keeps going on for like an hour, 2 hours, and then it just stops. And I lost the story.
That's.
No.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy!
But there's they had this massive fight. So obviously they broke everything in the house. All their family came over, and then they had like this coming together where they started singing this like hymn.
They ruined it.
And then they all started confessing, and then it was like a church service took over in there. Maybe the pastor came over and got everybody going.
All right.
Is that crickets? Yeah. You know what? I got about I got 5,000 stories.
Don't let this bring you down. You've had a lot of very good stories on the show.
Tom, do you think you could?
Every now and then, Every now and then, I'm not going to be able to tell it the way it's supposed to be told.
That's right. There's not the best circumstances. Everything's fine.
Tom, maybe you could edit in an ending for that story or something?
Sure.
Something
Just
we
like
do.
jazz it up somehow.
And then they all started confessing, and then it was like there's like a church service took over in there. Maybe the pastor.
I got somebody here asking me a question. Just hang on a second, you guys. Go ahead and ask the question. No, right in here. Go ahead. She wants to know when I'm coming out to eat dinner. Come out, we're having a dance party, and we're going to make a fire. I'm being sent notes this whole time.
Oh, wow.
Come eat, please.
Sounds like Dan's got a heart out.
The meat is great. Thank you very much. Dear Dan, when will you come out? I'm bored. Please come out soon.
Aw.
Yeah, so
well, look,
really I'm sitting here talking to nerdlingers.
We can wrap this up.
No, you know what you do?
No, we don't have to wrap it up.
Well, at the same time as you're saying that, I'm realizing I was supposed to go check on my son, and I feel bad.
Your son will
Maybe
be
you
there.
guys should go talk.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? Your son's going to be there in the morning. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I know he
it's
is.
also a bunch of horseshit, Tom, because we know that you do about 5 other movie minutes. Devo. I'm going to plug for you right now. You do the Devo thing where you go through the Devo songs. You've done this minute, that minute.
Devo, yes.
You basically missed all your son growing up because of your minute-by-minute podcasts.
Wait a minute.
That's why I want to take time out of the Caddyshack minute to go
This
look
is
at
what Cats in the Cradle's about, Tom. Cats in the Cradle, I was watching fucking
just
Stripes.
Like me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You're a nerd just like me.
You do the Devo. Wait, you do a Devo minute?
Yes.
Oh,
ABC Devo, where we're going alphabetically through all the Devo songs.
What do you do? You go through the songs and then what do you do?
And we discuss them, and we rate them, and we talk about if we are into them or not, or if they're good, or if they're lousy, or what they mean
Can I ask
to
a
us,
question? Because I haven't listened to any of these minutes at all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever, and I'm just looking at our minutes compared to pretty much everybody else's minutes, do you veer off of the topic at all to give the audience like something? Like we're giving them everything. You know,
we're giving them the life experience.
Like when we run into them in the street, when they run into us, oh, there's the guy from the ABCD Devo. He knows all about those songs. Yeah. When they see me, they go, oh, there's the guy from the Caddyshack Minute. He's crazy. Do you remember when he did
picking
this?
sandwiches out of the garbage for his daughters.
Do you remember when he did that? Do you remember when he did those? They know everything about me because I bear it all. I bear it all.
Well, ABC Devo is very new. We've only done a few episodes so far.
It's not what I asked you.
I'm answering your question as a preamble to the answer to your question.
I didn't ask you if you were new, old, black, or blue.
No, but as already in the first few episodes, it seems like there is room for that sort of thing to happen, but we'll have to see.
How many Devo songs are there, Tom?
Wait a minute.
I'd have to look at my chart.
But you're saying, as you're reviewing it, so obviously it's straight up talking about the ins and outs of a song, and you're nerding it up.
But that can go off the rails a little bit if it needs to.
Yeah, but it hasn't. But what you're saying is it could. See, we went right into the woods porn in episode 1.
Oh, we sure did. We sure did.
Yeah, we went right in, dove right in. We picked up our walking stick in episode 1, and we started into the forest.
And we haven't come back.
We've been on this journey ever since.
What Devo song are you on right now, Tom?
First of all, there's 106 album tracks by Devo.
Are we not?
We're also covering on our weekend show all the non-album tracks.
Jesus.
The last episode that aired, we talked about the song "Baby Doll" off Total Devo, which sucks.
Okay. Can I tell you about what my favorite Devo song, real briefly?
Yes.
Yeah. I think my favorite Devo song, I heard it over the weekend, is "Gates of Steel."
Oh, I knew you were going to say that for some reason. I love that song.
Really? How did you know I was going to say Gates of Steel?
Actually, you know why I knew you were going to say that? Because my friend Jerry Porter, who doesn't really care about Devo very much at all, he loves that song.
It's a great song. And I love Devo, too. That's
song.
the difference between me and Jerry Porter, among many other differences, one of which being I don't go to child's camp still in my life. But, yeah. Right. I mean, I love Girl You Want, and I love all those other ones or whatever from that album. But I had that album at home, and I was playing it, and I realized how much I loved Gates of Steel.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song. It's fantastic.
Tom.
You're not wrong. What?
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go.
trivia.
He's
Oh, trivia time.
I just snuck it in there.
Snuck, you did it, and you had a split second, and you did it with
This one has a hole in one. Now, I think we always ignore the hole in one. If we actually get the hole in one, do we ignore the rest of the card? If one of us gets a hole in one?
If we get the hole in one, as soon as it's answered, the show gets cut. It just ends.
Oh, okay.
Okay, are we agreeing to that right now?
Yeah, so
we're agreeing to that.
If we get
the hole in one, boom,
if we get it right, it just cuts out. No outro track, nothing.
Just one of us gets it right. Okay.
Immediately, as soon as it's right, it's cut.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone, you know what to do. Come back next time.
Come back next time for Caddyshack
You know
Minute,
what to do.
all the rest of it. There
His
may
name
be
is
a lot of
Jerry.
people are asking, are we doing Caddyshack 2? We don't know what's going. We'll get into all of that stuff later. Coming later.
Yeah.
You know
Still
what
time.
to do. His name is
You know
Jerry.
what to do.
What to do?
You know
His
what
name's
to do.
Jerry.
You know.
Find that guy.
Question 1. Hole in one.
Find that guy. You know what to do. You know what to do.
What is...
I'm
What is
nervous
the
and
name?
my socks are too loose. Go ahead.
What is the name of the teenage sister that Danny teases?
Oh, shit. We got to continue
Christ.
this minute. We got to continue this minute.
I can give you... there's nothing saying that I can't give you the multiple choice
All right,
options.
yeah.
Nancy,
Yeah, but you know what,
Mary,
though? It
Grace,
takes this...
Patricia.
Yeah, we can't
It's
do it
Grace.
with the.
It's Grace.
multiple-
It's a Catholic.
It's not
an
Grace.
Irish Catholic. It's
not
Grace.
Grace. It's not Grace. It's what? Let's do the first three names again.
Patricia.
Nancy, Mary, Grace, Patricia.
It's Nancy.
Well, one of us are going to get it right. It's anticlimactic now because it's not.
Yeah.
You wanted to say the question, and then the answer comes and boom, it would have been cut.
Yeah,
That would have been great.
It would have been
We could just
good.
cut it that way.
Nancy.
Just cut it like while
It
you're
is
asking
Nancy.
the question. Just
It's
And
Nancy.
but what is the
should-
name of the person who has the same name as the guy from Bosom Buddies that said he was going to get his bra back to her? What was it?
Oh, yeah. Peter Scolari.
Peter
Scolari.
Scolari said he's going to get your bra back. Peter Scolari.
All right. I guess I have to read the... Maybe we should make everyone a hole in one. Maybe if we get the next one.
well, it's too late now. It's just
is
play
too
the
late,
music.
damn
it. Oh, is it?
That's trivia. Yeah,
All right.
that's trivia.
Just forget it. Well,
That
we
would've
didn't get it
been
right, so
cool.
we have to do the other questions.
That's true.
Just
All
do
right. What
the-
color is Judge Smale's suit in his opening scene?
Brown.
That is correct. Oh, really? Wait, it says black.
That's
All right.
brown.
Oh, his car is brown.
Car's
Is
brown.
his suit black?
You're not supposed
I
to
don't
mix
remember
black
that.
and
Okay.
brown that way.
Gee,
but
that's
fine.
really surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Black suit.
What kind of drink does Al ask Tony to make?
I can tell you how
We
to
don't
make
have
it,
to.
for Christ's sakes.
And we don't have to answer that one. Just
I
go to
had
the
a
next
bull
question.
shot
Okay.
myself.
Ty's recruiter test said that he would be good for what job?
It's not recruiter test. That's that. What's he called?
It's the cooter preference
Recruiter
test.
preference test.
The
Ty's
cooter.
recruiter test.
Recruiter test.
Wait,
Be a
does
fire
it
watcher.
say? Yeah, does it say
Yeah.
recruiter on that thing?
It says Ty's recruiter
No,
test.
they misheard it.
Yeah.
They might as well have said
Where the hell was
Zapruder
that?
test.
Yeah, where the hell was that game made? Like in Chinese Taipei or something?
I think somebody's grandmother took
Chinese
that.
Taipei.
I don't know. I was trying to think of
I
some
love
place
he goes
the
with the
factory was.
politically correct way to
Yeah.
refer to Taiwan. Chinese
They just threw
Taipei.
Each.
They always used to win the Little
Yeah.
League World Series.
Yeah.
The
Or
team
in
from
the
China,
World
Chinese,
Baseball
the
Classic,
Chinese
they call it Chinese Taipei because they don't want to rub the Chinese the wrong way,
Yeah.
the hard
All
way.
right. On that note, I have to go because I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
You're
Dan
a
has to
liar.
go because
You're a
he's got
fucking liar.
people to hang out with.
yeah. Screw it.
Yeah, we're happy for Danny. He won. Everybody's happy.
It seems like the movie's almost over. What could possibly be happening after this?
Yeah, there must be some sort of denouement.
Yeah, something
We'll
is
get
going
to
to
that
happen
next
to
time.
everybody in the entire group, but we don't know what
Right.
yet.
You're gonna see Moose and Rocco.
Oh,
Oh, we are.
That's
I
my
hope so.
that's right.
favorite.
I really hope so.
Flings
Yeah.
that cigarette, and then they start running in those tight trousers.
Yeah.
They got those tough guy trousers.
They do. God bless him.
Whoa.
All right, we got to do a better job next time. Let's have our stories ready. Let's have something ready. Current
Yeah.
events.
Oh please! You know
Splash
what? I
some cold
carried
water
this
on our
shit
faces.
show.
This is a pile
I carried
of
this
shit.
shit show for 93 minutes. I carried this shit show,
You've done a great job. No
Nice.
one is looking at you
and I
askance.
still had some good stuff in there.
Fix
You
your
did.
face.
There's
Then it'll get old. Then it'll get old. I'll never get old, monkey. I'll never get old.
Fine.
Fix your
All right,
face.
Pookie.
Then it'll get old.
Okay, Pookie.
All right. All you Pookies out there, please join us next time for minute 95 of Caddyshack here on the Caddyshack Minute.
It'll make you shit.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.